Well, Newsfirst Chaturanga Hapuarachi is joining me now here in the studio, and he has an expose on Action TV. Chaturanga, tell us a bit about this iRoad program that's creating a controversy amidst the range of controversies that have been reported during this government's tenure.
Absolutely, Mahina. As you said, a cool name, sounds like a cool project, but there is a lot of controversy surrounding this particular project as well. Let me take you through what has happened. As you mentioned, Mahina, to our viewers as well, iRoad program is a program funded by the Asian Development Bank. Now, what is the cost that is involved with this particular project? A soft loan of 300 billion rupees. Let me repeat that once again. 300 billion Sri Lankan rupees is the soft loan for this iRoad program that has been granted by the ADB. What is this iRoad program? It is a program to develop infrastructure in terms of roads in 5 provinces and especially the Kalutara district as well. So they are focusing on 5 provinces and the Kalutara district. Rural area, they are going to focus on roads as well. This project was supposed to start in 2016, and that is when it started. Now, let's just for this purpose of this expose, Mahina, focus on the Kalutara district. Now, when it comes to the Kalutara district, the projects, there were several projects that were selected. 120 roads were selected under this iRoad program to be renovated and reconstructed. 120 projects were broken down into 3 main areas: package 1, package 2 and package 3, with 40 projects for each of these packages. So 3 packages with 40 roads to be constructed each. Now, the first package with regard to the roads that are to be constructed in the Kalutara district was open for competitive bidding. A private company in the construction field, a reputed company, came forward, obtained the bid, and the projects are being carried out. Package 2 and 3, 40 roads each, package 2 and package 3 are also competitive bidding, went into a company, a joint venture, Olympus and Rani Construction India. That was a joint construction that had been set up. Now, we are told that a minister in the government, his son, is also involved in this joint venture in terms of shareholding. So this went to this particular joint venture, package 2 and package 3, 80 projects with regard to road construction in the Kalutara district. Now, the value for these 80 projects was 3.4 billion Sri Lankan rupees. These are the projects that were to be carried out in the Kalutara district under this iRoad program, package 2 and package 3. Now, when this started, the date of commencement was 2016 September, and 20% of the value that had been allocated for these projects had been given out. 20% had been given out as mobilization advance payment. So money had also gone out for this project, and the project continued. Work commenced in 2016 September, and as per the contract that had been reached, the work had to be concluded in 2018, in September of 2018. Did that happen? No. The company, the joint venture, came forward and said that they could not complete the project on time, the 80 roads that they were supposed to construct in the Kalutara district with the money of the Asian Development Bank. They cited reasons like floods and other natural disasters as well, and they mentioned that they need 6 more months to complete these projects. So initially they agreed, through the agreement that they reached, that this will be done by September of 2018. Then they said, no, we cannot do it, and we need 6 more months. That is not all. Then, while the deadline was reached, 2018 deadline, they had only completed 30% of the second package, that is 40 roads. They had only completed 30% of those projects, and out of package 3, they had only completed 32%. So both the projects were not even halfway there. In April of 2019, this is where the interesting bit comes in. In April of 2019, this joint venture comes forward and says we need 300 million rupees each for these 2 packages, 600 million in total, on account payment. They are asking for money beforehand when the project is to be constructed. Now, as per the agreement, again, an on-account payment cannot be made, and payments are made when the project is going along. So the RDA comes, or the Road Development Authority comes forward and says, we cannot make such a payment. We cannot give you 600 million rupees as an on-account payment. Thereafter, the RDA is brought to the Parliament by this Minister of the person who is holding shareholdership of this joint venture, his father, who is a powerful minister, calls RDA officials to the parliament. There too, the Road Development Authority says we cannot make a payment of 600 million as an on-account payment. Thereafter, Minister Kabir Hashim comes into the picture. As the subject minister, he calls again the members of the RDA, the officials of the RDA, to talk about what is going on. There too, again, this powerful minister which I just mentioned to you, he too is present at these meetings. Thereafter, when these payments are continuously asked from this particular joint venture, what does the minister, subject minister do? Subject Minister Kabir Hashim decides to appoint a committee, a 5-member committee to look into these matters. Now, if a company, if a private company comes forward, promises certain things and cannot deliver, and if they're again asking for more money as an on-account payment, which is in violation of the agreement that was reached, should a committee be appointed? What should directly be done is, as the RDA officials have done, to say no. But committee has been appointed and we are looking into the progress of that as well. We now receive reports that the powerful minister which I just spoke to you about has been in contact with the members of the committee as well. However, we will look into that as well and we will report it to the general public. Now, interestingly, while all of this is happening, Mahina, the story comes to a close there, but there is one more particular point. I told you at the outset that the project's duration was supposed to be for 2 years, September of 2016 to September of 2018, 2 years. And then they asked for 6 more months, citing various reasons like floods, etc. Now, this particular joint venture, which has asked for 600 million as an on-account payment as well, says they need 5 years to complete the said projects. That is 40 roads in the Kalutara district under the I-Road program funded by the Asian Development Bank. And we at News First will keep a close watch on what is happening with this money as well, money that has come into the country, money that has been brought in for the development of our country. We will not let people's money be robbed in this manner. We promise to keep the general public informed.